Are we doing it? Yeah,
Are
we
we?
are. Yeah, we are. Okay. Let's get the. Where's the other trailer? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me get that open. Oh, open it on YouTube. There we go. Now, are we on quads? Are you on quad zeros?
Yeah.
Really excited
What are
about
we
this.
doing?
This is Black Adam.
Light
So
medium?
excited, I'm not even going to make it full screen.
Okay, cool.
I'm kidding. I'm making it full screen. I'm doing it. You ready?
Oh my god, keep
This
it to
is
yourself.
this is a Black Adam
That
trailer. What
was deadly.
is he, a DC guy or a Marvel guy? He's a
He's a
DC
DC
guy, right?
guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can expect bad things from him in
Yeah,
2020, I'm sure.
pretty low expectations going in, but we'll
Yeah.
see. This is The Rock playing him, right?
Yes.
All right. All right. Three, two, one, go. Okay, it's like a crown or something.
Ideas of world. She's out.
Did she say Shazam?
That sounded like what she said, yeah.
Well, you know you don't say Shazam. Everybody knows. Did you watch the movie Shazam? So this is gonna be part of like the Shazam world. Is it gonna be like comedy? That looks hilarious. Oh man, dude. Wow. Caught the bullet. That's it? That's the whole thing? I bet you that's the only scene they shot so far. When does that come out? July of next year? Expect for it to be pushed back till August, first thing.
Yeah.
Because they released a trailer. There's only like one scene in it, and it takes place in the same place. Yeah, this
Yeah.
movie's like not even close to done.
All right. Well, that was,
Yeah.
that was
What
that
do you think
exists.
about it?
It. I mean, like, it depends on like what happens in the movie. He looks like he's got the potential to be cool. He looks like he's probably overpowered, but like that might be okay if he gets some like enemies that are not human based or something like that to fight. So it'll depend on kind of the context of the movie because he looked like he could potentially be cool.
Yeah, I mean it might be. I don't. Are they gonna get Shazam in this one too? They're gonna fight him with Shazam, or
I don't think so. I
I
think
bet you
it's
they're
supposed
gonna
to
do a team
be
up. They're gonna do Shazam and Wonder Woman.
and Black Adam. Oh,
No, they're gonna
is
do
it?
Shazam and Wonder Woman fight Black Adam. Or it's gonna. You remember at the end of Shazam how there were like five kids that
There were a
had
lot
like
of Shazams.
superpowers? Yeah, they
Yeah,
were all Shazams.
the Jackson Five.
Yeah.
We're going to the Jackson Five.
Yeah. So they might do that. I don't know. I don't really know too much about this movie. Like the last thing I heard that got announced about it was that Dwayne Johnson was playing him, and
Yeah.
that was like a year ago. And now we have a trailer, and we can see clearly that Dwayne Johnson is playing him. And I can't really gather too much
It wasn't
else
that
outside.
clear that he was playing him.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It wasn't. It wasn't that clear. It could have been
Like
anybody. You
that could
didn't
have
see
been
his
anybody.
face.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's true.
Um. So, yeah. I mean, he what he looked what it looked like he was doing was like kind of cool. So like if he's in a movie where he's like kicking ass and I mean like I don't count on anything on DC to be good, but it's always
Right.
like what if? It's always
Every
fun
once
to
in a
figure
while,
out.
like I think, yeah,
Yeah,
even a blind
and things
squirrel
never
finds a
come
nut
back. I
eventually.
mean, so there's no point talking about it.
Yeah. Here we go with the next DC movie. This is the
Oh yeah, I
Batman.
know, right? Here we go with the next one. Yeah, let's see.
We're all really excited about the Batman.
Yeah,
I think that
main trailer.
yeah. How many release dates did they push back on this movie?
I don't even know.
Okay, are we for sure gonna get it? Is it gonna come out or what?
Then March. It
March of
says
next year?
March of this coming year. Yeah, 3 months. Well, not 3 months. Like 5 months. We're gonna get this movie. We're inside half a year of getting this movie.
Yeah, I mean, uh, March is not a great release time date for
Yeah,
that.
it's the anniversary of Batman vs Superman. This March.
Yeah, and that's what we always commemorate. I burn a candle
Yeah.
personally in loving memory of Batman v Superman.
I pull off all my fingernails and then I just punch a wall for like 4 hours.
You don't even have to be in a jigsaw trap to get that kind of action.
Yeah, no, you just watch Batman vs Superman once and then
Yeah.
you gotta
Then
do
you
after
want to
that.
do that to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you look forward to it every year.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. We're ready for Batman. Are you ready for Batman? You got it up?
I'm ready to
All
the
right.
Batman.
The Batman.
Ready for the
The
Batman.
Batman. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Police! Hands up! Stay still!
That's
Get
pretty
out of
dope.
here!
He's the Riddler. That's cool.
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
I feel like we've
Warning.
seen like most of the footage already. Okay, that's kind of new.
I've been trying to reach you.
Fire the gun!
This is about a king. And Riddler's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues,
gosh.
it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Okay,
take
yeah,
it
a lot of
easy,
the fighting is
sweetheart.
really cool.
Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
What's black and blue and dead all over? You. Take
I got you! I got you!
Okay,
March 4th.
March 4th. Yeah, I mean, okay, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. We don't see the Riddler's face, which makes me think maybe he has like some weird prosthetics or makeup or something that they did to his face for the movie.
Sure. Who's playing
Um,
the Penguin in this?
Isn't it Colin Farrell that's playing Penguin?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So you gonna look like the guy from Daredevil?
He's Wait, what?
When he was in Daredevil, right?
Yeah, he was Bullseye.
I remember. I
Mm.
don't remember that movie very well, but I remember what he looked like.
Yeah, I remember what it looks like too. So there was a lot of like
I think this guy should be
fire.
the. This should be the thumbnail for the video. Oh my gosh! It's Colin Farrell as Bullseye.
Oh.
What were you saying?
There was a lot of like fire and lighting in this trailer. Like, it it gave me this this Batman is very like reckless. Was kind of like the sense that I got from this trailer. Like, I don't know if that's what but like it felt like this guy is he's fucking shit up. He's blowing everything's blowing up next to this guy.
Yeah.
He's driving out flames. He's like walking at you and everything behind him is exploded. He's like bulletproof, I guess, which is pretty cool. Although I don't know, maybe that could get tiring if he's just like yeah, he's bulletproof and it's like okay, so every scene
Yeah,
is just
he
gonna
looked
be
like
him,
more
like, walking at
bulletproof
people.
than usual in the trailer.
Yeah,
Like, they were shooting.
I don't want him to just walk at people and just beat the shit out of them because like they can't shoot him.
Yeah, they were shooting like fully automatic weapons.
Yeah, fully automatic
Yeah.
weapons.
Like just
Looked like
unloading
he was
the
wearing
entire
armor at the
magazine.
end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like we said before we even watched it, it's like you can't be sure with DC. It's just you got to just hope that it's good, but go in thinking it's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's the only way to watch DC movies is like to go in thinking that it's gonna suck, and then be pleasantly surprised when it's like.
Yep.
Which I'm still waiting on that second part for the most of the ones I see, but you know it'll come eventually.
I hear it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there. I would say for me, Aquaman is the one where I'm like, yeah, like not like whoa, but like yeah, pretty positive, man.
Yeah, Aquaman is a lot of kind of like. You ever get like nachos? But you never get to eat the bottom layer of nachos because like they just get soggy and like greasy and shit from everything that fell on top of them.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have those sacrificial bottom layer of nachos, you don't get to eat the top layer of nachos, which is like crispy and like actually good. So that's what like Aquaman is like. It's a lot of bottom layer of nacho. There's always more bottom layer of nacho, but there's like that good top layer. That's what that movie's
So is
like.
Aquaman the bottom layer of the nachos?
No, the whole movie.
The whole movie is nachos?
Yeah, the whole movie is nachos, and about like 25% of it is like the top layer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's actually like really good, but then like there's that bottom like hefty percent that's just getting thrown in the bin.
Yeah, there's definitely a good portion of that that's not great, but yeah, it's
I like
probably
the
one
giant
of the
CGI
better
war at
ones.
the end
The CGI war. Yeah, that was cool.
with the
And
crab people. Yeah, it's
the
pretty
crab
cool.
people. And what about the
Everyone's like a
octopus when he
big
plays
kraken
drums?
thing.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Was there an octopus to play drums?
Yeah, I bet there's a YouTube video of that octopus playing drums.
In Aquaman?
Yeah, in Aquaman. Yeah, there is. There's a whole.
Yeah, it was the whole movie.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make me watch this whole movie?
Yeah. So, just reading the comments on r/movies about this. This is what I caught. The lack of Paul Dano's face is intriguing. So he might have like a fucking question mark on his forehead, you know. And there have
Yes,
been Riddlers that do that.
Honestly, the like question mark in the coffee like knocked me off balance a little bit, like for the rest of the trailer.
Well, you
I was
didn't
like,
like
that's
that?
so hacky. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Why do we need that?
I
Like,
just did,
'cause
yeah,
it's
I
not
did
even.
question marks and
It's
everything,
like,
Batman.
yeah, did
It's like
yeah,
eating a
it's like,
ham sandwich with a question mark in the middle.
yeah, it's like there's like a little like toothpick with an olive on it, but the toothpick is shaped in like a question mark. Like we get it.
Yeah.
So, so I thought that was like really hacky in like a bad way. I was like, I don't know if he's doing that. Is he doing that? Is he ordering a latte and being like, hey, can you put a question mark in it? And
Yeah,
then,
or just give me the spoon and I'll do it myself.
yeah. So I don't know. That was like such a weird way to like, because it had this really like, it had this really grounded feeling to it, and it was like the cinematography on the cup was like really cool, and I was like, okay. I even thought it would have been fine if they just like closed on the cup or something like that. It's like it like signifies like that this guy is like leaving behind his like regular life or whatever because he's getting arrested, something like that, whatever. But then they like panned up and like showed us the froth, and I was like, oh my god, why is that a question mark?
Yeah.
Uh, and then everything after that was like mostly fine. It's like you said you thought that like the footage was like footage from the last one. I don't remember the last trailer.
Yeah,
So.
there was a lot of. This one says like, if you're at Starbucks, they say you have a grande mocha for the diddler. For the Starbucks. Yeah, yeah. So the right after that part, when they showed Batman like beating up those criminals, we had seen that before, but I think the rest of it was pretty new.
So this
'Cause
movie has Catwoman in it.
yeah, we knew that.
I didn't. I forgot. I don't know anything about this movie.
We
other
talked
than
about this movie
other than
before.
what we just saw. Yeah, but I don't remember any of that shit until it like comes out and I see it. I don't like. I don't know because again I am like tepidly interested in these DC movies now. I just like I feel it's like you said. I feel bad for seeing them because I'm like, God, no one should be seeing these fucking movies.
Yeah,
Like
and
they're
I
making
just feel
these
like I'm
people have fun
rewarding
to
the
us.
studio by like
Yeah, I
paying
know,
money
but
to
I'm
see
like,
it.
God, I want it to be good,
Yeah.
please. um, so I try not to pay like too much attention to it. That way they don't get the extra fucking clicks on the movie for everyone fucking drooling over who's gonna be cast and like what villain and shit is gonna be in it. Like that's gonna change when the fucking thing comes out. So anyways, so I don't fucking know. But it looked like Catwoman and then the Penguin and then the Riddler. Those are the three. Those are
Yeah,
the
it seems
three like
like
other people that are
Catwoman is
Batman that have
more
names.
on Batman's side in this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they look like they're posing up to each other in this one. Which was another. I felt like he's like kind of reckless and there was. It felt like there was a couple scenes where Catwoman was like surprised by him. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like two villains is like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They
We'll have to
usually
see if they.
Batman movies usually have two villains.
I mean, the first one is just the Joker.
Yeah,
First
but
Batman one.
yeah, but then after that,
And
Batman Returns had Penguin and Catwoman,
yeah.
who was
To
kind of like a
be
villain till
fair,
the end.
Catwoman isn't really like
Yeah, she's not really a villain.
I-
Yeah,
she's like, cause she's not like trying to take over the city or anything like that. you know?
yeah,
So like Penguin is like the real threat,
yeah.
more or less. So, but I agree. There's like two in that one, and then in Batman Forever, I guess there's two. But
Yeah,
that one,
and Batman and
I mean,
Robin
like,
is too.
how does Batman Forever even fucking work together, like all the way as a movie? Like the fact that it just all works together is like astounding.
Yeah, I mean it's extremely entertaining and just
It
like
is,
great
yeah.
because like we watched it when we were kids. But if we had seen it for the first time, like since we started this channel, I don't think
I think
that.
it's still.
Do you think it
I
would
think
still
it's
hold
mostly.
up? I don't think it
I think it's
would.
mostly pretty good. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like crazy that they threw so much stuff in there and it actually like works together like pretty cohesively. Like
Yeah.
it definitely doesn't. It's definitely like campy, but like it's pretty self-aware about that. I feel like so. In that's like the thing that like you need when you're one of those kind of movies is you like lean into it, and it does. And so I think that when you come out of that movie, you're like, well, did I get a serious Batman like The Dark Knight, and it like executed that concept like incredibly well to like rival The Dark Knight? It's like, no, I did not. But did I get a Batman movie that like played it a little bit loose, but also like took itself pretty serious in that regard, and so like went the distance with it and was executed well? It's like, yeah. And like you don't really have anything else to like compare that to. I guess
Yeah.
that we do because we have Batman and Robin, which I feel like that one is like just all camp and like no other good shit.
There wasn't like
I
I
haven't
think
seen Batman
Batman
and Robin.
Forever had this like it was still kind of dark in the story that it tells because like we see Dick Grayson's parents get killed in it, and Batman's haunted by like the trauma of like his parents dying and him never having to have like a real getting to have like a real life and shit.
Mm.
But Batman and Robin really doesn't do anything like that. It's all like pretty positive and like it's like if you're a kid, if you're a kid, you don't want to see anything that's like serious or dramatic, and so that works
Yeah.
as a kid. But like, also like Batman Forever has that part where like Riddler like breaks into their house and like blows up all his shit and like almost kills Batman. And, like Two Face
Does
almost kills Batman. That's a
count.
pretty dark scene. So there's nothing that
Oh,
really compares to that in Batman and Robin.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I still think that like I think that movie holds up. I don't think it's like I think it does like enough stuff right that you can like forgive it on all the like silly stuff that it does, or like not being like completely bulletproof in terms of like plot holes and things like that if there are any, or like contrivances. Um, and like I think that that's like a thing that like movie that's what makes a movie a good movie, right? When you're like, oh, this movie is like you could objectively say it has like these kind of things like going against it, but then the other things that it does well, it does like so well, and it like leans into them in a way that's like very like charming or endearing, and then the movie like completely transforms. And I think Batman Forever is like a decent example of that kind of concept. Where you're
Yeah.
just like you guys film for the way that you wanted to like film this and portray it to us, you filmed it perfectly. It's like Batman is like, like dark and broody, and fucking the villains are like campy and loud and colorful,
Yeah.
and like Robin is wild, and then like Alfred is kind of like grounding them all down, and then they throw Nicole Kidman in there. Is that who that is? It's
Yeah, it's Nicole
right?
Kidman.
Yeah, and she's super hot, so
She was chasing
she looked
that
great back
Batman in
then.
that movie.
Oh yeah,
She was
dude,
like
she was
all over
all
it.
down. She was
Yeah.
DTF the Batman,
Yeah.
which is what's gonna be the name of the spin-off of Penguin.
Okay, so the last scene in this trailer, uh,
Not biting that one, not taking the bait on that one.
what was it? I missed it. What did you say?
I said she was DTF the Batman, and I said that's gonna be the name of the spin-off of Penguin.
The Netflix original series, 10 episodes that
Yeah.
were greenlit when they announced this movie.
Yeah,
And
down
they
to fuck the Batman.
Yeah, they like announced the
Mhm.
title of the movie, and then it got greenlit for for a Netflix series.
Yeah.
So the last shot of this trailer is like, I don't know, it just feels weird and doesn't really belong in a Batman movie, I think. I mean,
I got that. Like, this trailer is made for like edgelords.
yeah, it's definitely an edgelord because they have the Nirvana song, and it's all like slow, and even the original Nirvana song is like slow and weird, and then this is just they're like, dude, just do it again, do it the same.
Yeah, and like every frame I feel like we got of Batman, he was doing this like lower jaw is like extended and like exposing his teeth. He's got this big scowl on his face.
Yeah.
Like he's looking up at the sky and he's like very angry, like "Argh!
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow everything up. Ah!"
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, I got a weird vibe from Batman in this one. Like I'm like this is like a Batman that we're not gonna have seen before, which is like kind of cool. Like I mean, there's definitely like versions of Batman that I think you could do that would work well. Um, I don't know if like Robert Pattinson. So here's the thing about Batman that's weird when you play Batman is that we only ever see the bottom half of your face.
Yeah.
And Robert Pattinson's face looked a little bit weird as the exposed part of Batman that we could see. In my opinion, I thought he looked a little funny. So that I'm like, I'll get used to it by the time I see the movie, you know. Or
Yeah,
like
did I? I'll take
while
a look
watching
at
it.
that again.
Yeah, I just thought he looked a little funny. I think his like, or maybe it's like the mask or something like that. But like, I feel like his chin, it looks like a little bit wider than like where his eyes are. And I don't know.
Yeah, it does kind of look like, I don't know, like, you know that picture of the one where it's like the bottom of a guy's face and then like the face of a cat, and it looks kind of like Batman. You know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
picture? Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see when it comes out because, you know, there's.
Because what? Oh yeah, it's 11:01. Cody lives in a place where the internet is not great, so right at 11:01, usually the internet will disconnect and then it will go all weird for a few minutes. Anyway, yeah. So I think this last shot in the trailer, and we can like forward it. I don't know. Like this is like something from like a horror movie or something. This is not like from a Batman movie. But I don't know. I mean, like they could, make it work. I'm excited to see the movie. I really want to see it. I think it's going to be cool. Um, that being said, we're getting to a point where there's like more bad Batman movies than there are good Batman movies. Like we're right on the cusp of that, and it's unfortunate because Batman is like my favorite superhero character. We just haven't seen like a lot of good portrayals. I mean, we have. We've also seen like quite a few bad ones. In fact, how can we divvy up? We'll start at the beginning. So, Batman, 1989.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I was just talking about Batman. And, like, we're getting to the point where there's like going to be more bad Batman movies than there are good ones. Wait a second. Wait, which one is Penguin?
I feel like we crossed that. Penguin is Batman Returns.
No, I know. I'm just like in the trailer. Which guy is Penguin? He's in the car at the end.
It looks like maybe that's him. Yeah, dude. Remember when we watched Mother and the guy like lit a cigarette and then she was like, "We don't like it when people smoke in the house," and he threw the whole fucking ass cigarette like out on the porch. Like that's what
Yeah.
that's what Warner Brothers is doing with Batman. So,
Yeah.
like I said, so
There's no Batman in the house. Yeah.
so yeah, no Batman in the house. It's exactly what we have.
This is like insane. This is Colin Farrell driving this car?
I don't know.
At the end, I think the people were saying on the Reddit comments that this is Colin Farrell driving the car when he's like, "I got you," and he explodes, and then the Batmobile pops out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Colin Farrell. I guess
I can kind of see that.
he's unrecognizable. I can tell. I can tell when he turns around to look backwards.
Well, that like 1 minute and like 10 seconds. They show him.
1 minute 10
Yeah,
with all the scars and shit on his face.
I'm pretty sure that's him. Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah.
Uh. Who's that actress playing Selena Kyle?
That's Zoe Kravitz. We
Oh, she
talked
looks
about
really
this.
good.
Yeah, she does. We had this whole thing. We talked about it.
You know, whatever. No, no one's heard it, so.
I'm pretty sure it's on one of our other things. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks fucking tasty in this movie.
Yeah. Can we just loop a section of? Is there a way to do that? I think there is on YouTube. I don't know. Pretty sure there's a way to loop stuff, but I can't remember how to do it.
Well, he looks. Yeah, I think he looks good if he looks like if that's his penguin. He looks like
It looks like a guy who
really
would be called
hateable. He
Penguin.
looks
Yeah.
like a really hateable fat guy named Penguin. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I hope he has the umbrella.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do the umbrella. It's
Oh
gonna be
man, they should
Penguin
do
in
the
name
umbrella.
only.
They should do the umbrella.
Yeah, they should. They're not gonna. Where is it? This is. They show him at 125.
Yeah, I saw like pretty good
Okay.
frame of him.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. He's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Okay, so the car, the Batmobile.
Looked pretty like a car.
Yeah, that's my thing. It doesn't look like a Batmobile. It just looks like a car.
Well, I mean, like, that's all I really saw of it was like what I saw just looked like a car. So maybe they'll do more of a, maybe in the movie it'll be more developed and it'll be more of a reveal. Maybe they're trying.
No, they showed it more in other trailers.
Did they?
Yeah, and it just looks like an old Camaro or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool design. I mean, it depends on like how
It needs to be more
Batmobile
It needs to be
looks.
more like Batmobile shit. Like, it looks like it's just a car. It has blue shit coming out of the back of it, so that's cool. But like, it just looks like any other car.
Yeah, they should have gotten Tesla to make them a space truck or whatever.
Yeah, the Cyber Batman
Hybrid truck,
truckmobile. Cyber mobile. Runs on the fear of criminals. 100% sustainable.
Should.
So yeah, this might be cool. But yeah, I do have a problem with that one part where he's just walking and they're shooting him with the guns a bunch. Like, he shouldn't be totally bulletproof. Like, I don't think Batman ever was.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what they're doing with that?
'Cause he's only fighting criminals that all have guns and shit. Like, so they show the back of the car and it looks cool. It's like a rocket or some shit. You see it? It's at 146.
Oh.
But then they show the front of the car, and it just looks like an old Camaro.
Yeah.
There's that guy that played the robot in Westworld. He's gonna be Commissioner Gordon.
The guy that played the Bernard,
Yeah, he played Bernard.
and he played Felix.
Yeah, he played Felix. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
no
he's gonna
idea.
be Commissioner Gordon.
Oh.
So yeah, the cast looks cool, and the design of the city and the costumes look cool. I just wish that the Batmobile was more Batman-y, and that I hope that Batman is not 100% bulletproof, because that's not that cool.
Hmm.
What else we got? We got more. Yeah, so we can sort comments, can't we? It's a feature. It says the dialogue is cringe and the color grading is annoying. 1 out of 10. Funny. I like that. This movie looks like it's going to bomb easily. Christopher Nolan is rolling in his bed of money.
Mm.
The hype is generated by marketing companies. Have a good look at the top comments. Who goes out of their way to add an umlaut to Zoe? That's the 2 dots above the O. It is hard to add characters like that into. Well, it's not. No, you just hold down the O and then it'll come up as an option when you're trying to type it on your phone. But if you're on a computer, then you have to like copy and paste it, and then it'll be in a different font than the rest of the stuff. So I don't know who does go out of their way to add an umlaut. Yeah, it's not hard to do that. I think that's funny though.
Good observation.
Are you kidding? This looks terrible. Take any generic action movie, make it orange and gloomy. Dress Twilight as the boy. Twilight Boy as the Crow by day and Batman by night, and you have this pile of shit. Then right underneath it just says thank you. Oh god, I didn't want to go to this guy's profile. I just wanted to see the comment that was so downvoted that it won't allow me to see it. Virtually nothing distinguishes this as a Batman movie, tailor-made for thematic set pieces and dialogue. Major suit upgrade. How many effing Batman movies are they going to make? This is just moronic now. I really like the trailer in just about every way. Seems like this might really be good. Pattinson isn't physically imposing. He's a tiny little thing and doesn't come off as someone who would genuinely do this. Doesn't do it for me. The film does look really good though. I don't know if that's like a super. Like, I get that, and I would rather see like a Batman that is like swole as fuck, you know. But like, it doesn't have to be because he uses like gadgets and stuff, and like mixed martial arts.
Well, Alex Jones to play Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Alex Jones should play Bruce Wayne, and then Charlie Kirk will play the fucking Catwoman's litter box.
Oh, we're gonna give him a role he wants.
Yeah. Since prototype Batmobile with the huge blue flame out of the engine looks sick. Like, I think the blue flame out of the engine looks cool. I just don't think the Batmobile looks cool. This looks really, really awful. Dude's Batman? I was waiting the entire trailer for the real Batman to enter. Dude's lighter than me. He might as well be wearing hockey pads. Yeah, I guess. This is I am very badass territory.
Yeah. Seriously.
Wow, it says worst actor to play Batman. So disappointed they picked a B movie caliber for the role. He's actually a really good actor.
Yeah, Robin Pattinson's great.
Yeah. It says you're the guy that saw Leo in Titanic, hated him, then missed out on how awesome he is. Yeah, I guess. Looks generic. I can see it looking generic, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Because, like, Batman is cool, but, like, by himself, he's just, like, Batman. So all the things that come with, like, a Batman story have to have, like, certain elements, like Gotham, and it has to be dark and, like, gray, and there's, like, graffiti everywhere, and it's just, like, a shitty city. And
It's
there's,
rainy.
like, it's what?
It's always wet.
Yeah, it's, like, always, like,
Always wet, but like from steam.
Yeah, there's so much steam coming out of, like, the vents from the ground.
Yeah.
And,
this is a moist city.
Yeah, it's really, these people need to take showers every couple of hours. And then there's always, like, a mansion that he lives in. There's always Alfred, obviously. But, like, the things that make it, like, interesting and different are really, like, the villains and the other, like, the way the characters are portrayed. Even, like, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, and I would say that the things that they give him to, like, fight the villains.
Yeah. The skills and gadgets that he uses to fight those guys. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Bulletproof Batman. I agree with that. I don't think that he should be bulletproof like that. That's just not interesting.
Yeah, it was a little jarring to see that right away.
It's too
I was
strong.
like, And then
Like, what are you,
it looked
Superman?
like a
You're
scene-
Superman, basically.
Yeah, there was a scene where he was like really laying in to be bulletproof as well, and I was like, ugh. So like, is he just gonna? I got that like, I'm just gonna walk at you and people are gonna die like vibe.
Yeah, because, I mean, even if you have, like, a bulletproof vest, if you get shot, like, it knocks the wind out of you. So, like, to see it just, like, bounce off like it's nothing, you know, that's kind of lame. This one reads like an old British man. He's like, another Batman? Forgive me, but I thought Christopher Nolan already completed this. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he never finished the third one.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the third one. There was a really long trailer out for it for a while. It was like 2 hour and 45-minute trailer for.
That trailer sucks. Fuck that trailer.
Yeah. How many reboots does this franchise need? That's a good question. Unlimited, never ends. And we'll make one of these movies, maybe two, and then reboot it again. Even if it's good, even if it's wildly successful, we're going to reboot it again in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's really crazy how. I mean, I guess it's weird that they're like Hollywood like revisits ideas. I mean, I guess it's like good, right? Because like Dark Knight is very good compared to like the other Batmans that we've been getting made. But like yeah.
I like this guy's take on it. The whole vibe of the trailer is stinging of shit. Slow pan into a coffee cup. It's trying to build suspense or something, but it's just over the top edgy. Someone in this thread said the movie is going to be 3 hours long. Makes me think it's going to be 5% Batman and 95% theatrical artistic bullshit, like panning into a fucking coffee cup. There's Batman mumbling some inaudible dialogue. Looks like Catwoman is staring at him only because the script needs her to. Batman saying, "I am vengeance." Like it's supposed to be some kind of hype-building tagline akin to Batfleck and his whole, "If there's a chance Superman is evil, I'm going to take it" spiel from the BVS trailer. Then, of course, there's behind-the-scenes BS I heard about this film, and the film's delays are unrelated to the pandemic. That seemed like a very measured response to that.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see it that way.
Yeah, this guy says I'm 43 and I've seen Adam West, Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, Lego Batman, Ben Affleck. I like that he included Lego Batman. He says I'm absolutely Batmaned out. There's nothing new with this trailer, just the same characters and the same stories retold over and over. At least give us a chance to miss the character and look forward to seeing him again. I'm going to give this a pass and maybe watch it when it shows up on Netflix in a year or two. Well,
Man, that's a interesting thing to consider. What if you can't make a good Batman movie anymore?
what do you mean?
Like, what if we rolled all the perfect Batman movies?
Yeah, like
already?
all the perfect
Now
combinations
it's
and the
just,
rest of them are just not as
yeah,
good.
now it's impossible.
Yeah, it's
We're
like a
just chasing this
statistical
fucking
impossibility.
dragon. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, maybe this time. Oh
Like you're playing
no.
that game where you roll like 20 dice and you spend an hour like counting them all up again. It's
Yeah,
Warhammer 40k. I don't know if you've ever played it, but most of the game is rolling the dice and then figuring out what.
and everyone that's over 5, you have to put up your butt.
Yeah, it's a really long game.
But yeah, it's really long. You
Because
both have to
the
just do
dice
that.
start at 4 and they only go up from there.
Oh my
There's
god.
there's no probability.
Yeah, they're 4 to 10
4 to
sided
6.
dice.
They're numbers between 4 and 6. They're not 4.
Yeah, and then once you get down to like, how many dice did you say we start with? 20?
With Warhammer, I think it's like 100. It's like 100 fucking dice, bro.
All right, well, once you get 50 of them up your butt,
Yeah, you gotta roll the
you
other
start
50.
rolling. Well, you start rolling with them out your butt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, progress. That's how the game like gets to the next stage, because then all the numbers that you roll on your butt dice are doubles.
It's a double trouble.
So really, the person that puts more dice up their butt is winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually get a head start and like get a few of them up there before I head over to the game.
Oh yeah, I sit on something warm before I go, so everything's really like relaxed.
Yeah. It says, you know what would actually be subversive? Have Batman go back to its campy, lighthearted roots. Okay, nobody wants to see that, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really does want to see
Yeah, I don't want. Nobody wants to see like an Adam West style Batman, dude. Read the room.
that would be a waste. Yeah, I mean, like, I would like to see another like Nolan-esque Batman that's good, because yeah, I feel like Dark Knight is so cool, and Batman Begins, it it dedicates a lot of time to like not Batman stuff, so
Batman Begins.
yeah. So
Yeah, but the way the story's told, he kind of like within the first half hour, he's like becoming Batman.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that the movie's not, like, that's not what makes it bad or anything like that. I'm just saying that like you don't get a ton of Batman in it because it's not till like the very end, and then you get Dark Knight, which is really good, and then you get not the third movie because it never got made. And so it's like, God, when are we gonna, like I just want
We're
one more
never
like
gonna get
really
another
good
Nolan
take.
Batman. He's too busy making.
No, we don't. It doesn't need to be Nolan, but like
He's
it
too
needs to
busy
be.
making movies about a guy who time travels to the past before the movie happens, so he can like stop the movie from happening. But someone else time traveled to the future to stop him from stopping the movie from happening. So then they end up going back to the past to stop the future from the new future that they've created with the past. So we're all really excited about that movie that's coming out. And it turns out that he was the guy's brother the whole time. That's the big twist at the end.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna go to the future, and it's like, well, the future's now losing a war to the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. So we're gonna take as many people as possible
So
to the future so that they also die, so that we can
yeah,
kill our
no, we
population
have to
faster.
go to the past and take them to the future, and then
Right.
train them, and then send them back to the past to fight themselves. It's stupid. That's what I'm saying. So I'd really like one more like really good go at like a like grounded Batman. But like, man, we're just not getting it. Like, I don't even know if we would have gotten it with DC. Like, DC's tone is like all over the place. Not DC. You can't say DC, right? Whatever. Snyderverse, I guess. Like, I don't even know if we would have gotten a good Batman in the Snyderverse.
Oh no, because every movie that they made just like added more shit to the pile.
Yeah, and every one of their
like
movies
shit that
feels
the other
retarded.
movies had to like operate under.
Yeah, exactly. They also felt retarded and bloated and just
Yeah.
like they had no room to breathe and stuff like that. So I just feel like if we had gotten a Batman in that universe, it wouldn't have been good either. So I mean, yeah, I would like this to be good so that we just get like I would just be happy with like one more good Batman outing. And then I could maybe like disengage. But I feel like the way that the Dark Knight trilogy ended, just like kind of blue balled me a little bit on Batman. And then same with how the whole like Justice League universe went. That was just a gigantic shitstorm. The two Batman movies that we got were BVS and Justice League, and those are just so fucking bad.
Yeah. You're talking about the theatrical cut,
Yes.
the Joss
Well,
Whedon
both.
cut.
Both of them are bad. They're the same movie.
Are they?
They're I mean like they're basically the same movie, so they're bad. I mean like
One of them is 4 hours long, so are they the same movie?
Well, you could like essentially they're the same movie. Like the 4 hours isn't really like used in a way that like really makes you avoid the things that make the whole thing bad. And you could actually make an argument that like Zack Snyder is worse because the ending where like Flash has to run really fast is stupid. And to like rewind the time. It's like fucking stupid because nothing happens to him. Like he doesn't make any like sacrifices to do that. He just does it. He alludes to it in the movie that like something will happen. He's like, "Oh, I've got this rule, this really important rule that I can't break ever, except twice in this movie. And because if I do, I'm gay now, or I have to become trans. Maybe is that what he's?" Is that the consequence? Because that's happening to that guy in real life.
Is it really?
So, yeah, he's like all over the place. I think he's like androgynous or something.
Is he going to be? Well, good for him, I guess. Whatever.
He's announcing a lot of things. He's
yeah.
got a lot of So anyway, yeah, so it's just stupid because he just does it and then like nothing happens to him. And so it's like, well, why don't you just do that all the time? You just have Flash in your back pocket. He just runs back in time every single time when you guys start to fail or you do fail. And then Darkseid like doesn't come through the portal when he's got like literally a whole army standing behind him and he's like looking at Steppenwolf and I don't know, the whole ending of that one is like worse. So
At
it's
least
like
they gave Flash something to do.
I mean, sure, yeah. Like, you know, I'm not saying that there aren't like better things about like some of the characters, like Flash and Cyborg. Uh, Specifically, like in the action parts, like they're done well, like a little bit. In like, well, like the whole Flash thing with the car and the hot dog and that shit is fucking ridiculous. That whole scene.
Yeah,
But
that's like a whole
yeah, that
movie by
it's
itself.
oh my god, yeah, it's like an ad you get in front of a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's trying to sell you like car insurance.
Oh god, but it's one of those ones that like if you don't press skip, it plays for like 3 minutes. How are
Yeah.
they getting away with that? Making a 3 minute
Right.
fucking commercial?
I know.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, and like some of the cyborg stuff is okay. But yeah, just like the movie's super long and it's pretty bad, and the ending's really bad. So that whole shit's bad. And that's the second time we got Batman, and the extra 4 hours didn't make Batman better.
No.
It gave him like laser bracelets. But that's like, you know, there's a lot of things missing from Batman before you can just slap some laser bracelets on him, and I'm like not distracted by how bad he is anymore.
In a way, I'm kind of glad that that's not the version that made it to theaters because who knows what would have happened
Yeah.
if they would have continued making these movies, and then we would have gotten Zack Snyder's Martian Manhunter. It's like
Oh man.
8.5 hours long, and he's not Martian. Martian Manhunter's not even in it.
Can you imagine
And he
the?
shot it on a broken camera, so you can only see like half the screen. The other half is black because he had his
Oh
finger over the
god.
lens while he was filming it.
Oh god. Um. I was gonna say, can you imagine like if we'd gotten a second Justice League movie and it's in the Apocalypse place and it's like got Jared Leto in it as the Joker,
Oh,
and there's
and
like
it's more of that shit at
there's
the
like
end of the 4 hour movie.
well, what if he was like, hey Jared, look, I noticed, man, I noticed that they shoot all this film
Yeah,
with you on it, and then
yeah,
they only use a
they
little
never
bit of it.
use
But
it. Yeah,
he's like, with me, you won the lottery, Mr. Leto. I'm
yeah.
gonna
It's star of
this
this
movie's
movie.
gonna be this movie's gonna be 2 hours and 57 minutes, and you're gonna get 2 hours and 15 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, and all of the big yellow gloves that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. Anything you want to do to make your character at the Dollar Tree, yeah, go
You
for
want
it.
to wear overalls? It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You want to wear an apron over those overalls? That's okay too.
Yeah, do it.
um, you know, if you want a scene of you punch fisting Robin's corpse in the asshole because you know you really want to like study that angle of character via your method acting ways, and
Yeah,
you want to
because we know you've
terrorize
been practicing
all the
that.
other people that are working on the movie, you can do that. That's fine. If you need to,
I'll tell you what, we're just going to
uh,
turn the camera on and then you do your thing. And we'll just use the parts of
yeah,
it that we like, which is probably going to be all of it because we like all of it. We like everything you're doing, Jared Leto.
yeah, we like every. Has anyone ever said that to Jared Leto before?
The
We
people that
we
live
love
on his
we love
cult island.
everything you're doing, Jared Leto. Oh yeah, he's got a cult.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah. Um. He like never lets anyone look him in the eyes.
Yeah.
It's like a rule. Or he doesn't like crucify you, but he like hammers two pieces of wood together in like a cross formation,
Yeah.
and he like ties you to it, and then he like throws you out in the ocean. It's just lets you float.
He just lets you
Just
float.
lets you- yeah, just lets you float till I don't know, until you die or someone finds you.
Yeah, I would imagine he puts you on the big cross, but then he gets your toe in a mouse trap. And then that's it. He loses interest.
No. See, I mean, he's got lines to recite as the Joker.
Yeah, yeah. He's got some method acting to do.
Yeah.
Where are all those dead rats I had a box full of?
Where's all the meth for this too? You can't method act without meth.
Yeah, it's in the name.
It's in the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
method acting without meth. Yeah, I mean, it seems like I am sorting by controversial, but a lot of the comments are like pretty negative. They're saying it's going to be trash, and it's just like let's say regurgitated stuff, recycled money generator. Yeah, I mean, as long as they put Batman on it, people are going to come and see it. So
Like, I didn't think it looked that bad.
yeah, I don't think. I just think that like, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's really nothing new in the trailer. Not new from the movie that we haven't seen yet, but like new as in new takes on Batman or new ways to go with Batman. But I really don't. It's like, what can you do with Batman that hasn't been done already? Like, I don't know. Put him in space, and then he's on the ISS, and I don't know what he would do up there. He would fight Mr. Freeze, because he's like in his natural habitat. He likes the cold. It's cold in space.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be the new thing. I think I can't think of anything that they could do with Batman that really hasn't been done already.
I mean, I don't think this trailer looks that bad. Like, I don't know if there's like any reason to be like that negative. And like that's the thing. Is like I think that most of the time they make their trailers look good, and that's what makes the movie even like more frustrating. Is like, oh, this movie is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't think the issue with a lot of some people do have issues with what's in the trailer, but I think more people are like just frustrated with the lack of creativity and new things.
Yeah, but like I just said a bunch, it's like we still haven't gotten like we need one more really good Batman movie at least, like a really good one. So like I don't mind if they want to keep trying. But I think the recent
Well, what happens when they make one good one? You think they're gonna stop there? They're like, okay, that was it.
No, they're gonna keep making more, obviously, which is fine because then we might actually get like more than one good one. Okay, so this is like another reason to be weary about this one, right? Is because Warner Brothers has not gotten control over the potential future that is a Justice League movie, right? And this
What do you
feels
mean?
weird.
What does that
Well,
mean?
like it means that like they've abandoned partially their last Justice League movie or like last Justice League like cast, right? And they're like booting up these new movies with different people. So like it's like, okay, well, like how long so what is this Batman going to be doing? Is he going to be just like sitting on a shelf like waiting for Wonder Woman and Aquaman to finish up in their cinematic universe so that they can be rebooted and then like we could get to that fucking eventuality where like there's a fucking Justice League again?
I don't think they're
you
gonna
know,
make a Justice League movie for a while.
like it would be kind of cool if they did it really slow like Marvel did, and then they in like a couple of years they give us like another Superman movie, and then they do another Batman movie, and then they do like hopefully they're like done with Wonder Woman and Aquaman with Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa, and they do a new one of those two, and then they bring it together for a Justice League. Like that would be like an okay thing if they could do that over like the next couple of years and have this Batman kind of like be the first one while the other two peter out.
Yeah.
And like kind of follow the same, because like I think that Marvel did like did Marvel do all of the movies for Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor before Iron Man 2? I thought it was I could be wrong, but I thought it was Iron Man and then Captain America and then Iron Man 2 and then Thor and then Avengers.
I know it was Iron Man, and then Incredible Hulk, and then Iron Man 2, and then
Oh,
Captain
okay.
and then Thor actually was before Captain America.
Oh,
And
okay.
Captain America was the last one before Avengers.
Yeah, so if they could do something right now where like they get another new DC movie and it has to be Superman, right? Because they don't have Cavill as Superman anymore.
He's not going to be Superman anymore. Did he say that?
Yeah, him and Ben Affleck were the ones that like bailed after that movies were shit. Because that was like their, I don't know, that was like Cavill's third movie. That's like his contract or whatever. And then Ben Affleck was like, "Fuck this! Like you guys made garbage."
Yeah.
And
then
they
he
bailed,
went on
and
made
then
garbage.
yeah, and then Gal Gadot. Well, he's in Last Duel actually, and it was good. So
Did he make that movie though?
yeah, he did actually.
Really?
Yeah, him and Matt Damon, like produced the shit out of it, and I think they
Okay.
wrote it. I think that
Okay.
they were like 2 of the 3 writers that wrote it as well, which was pretty interesting. Yeah, and it's fucking good. But anyways, I don't fuck it doesn't fucking matter. You know, Warner Bros. Is DC. They're gonna do what they're gonna fucking do. I don't know. And just
Yeah.
like I just don't like the idea that like they're making their whole like cinematic franchise is in like such disarray that they have like leftovers from the other ones like still running their course while they're like making new ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, are you making these new ones with like, because if the Batman's good, right? If like we get a really good Batman movie, we're all gonna be like, well, is this Batman eventually gonna get into like a Justice League? Are you guys gonna like do that again? Are you gonna like utilize this in any kind of way, or is this just gonna be another fucking like self-contained Batman thing? Which is also kind of fine, but I think everyone is really like they feel like they're owed a new Justice League because the last one was so bad.
Personally, I'd be fine if there was no new Justice League. I don't. Maybe it was just that the last one left such a bad taste in my mouth, but I just can't. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do Justice League anymore. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Just like picking up all your toys off the floor. I don't want to do Justice League anymore. Put them all in the fucking toy chest
Yeah,
and close
the
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, it's just I just don't think like I just would need a good example. Like I can't even think of. Yeah, I mean, there's probably some good animated stuff out there, and then Justice League or the Injustice series, the comic books are really cool. So I'm just thinking, like, how would it work? Because ultimately, the way these characters are, like, it's not really that interesting to see them working together. Because when you see them working together, they're all doing like separate things that Superman could also do, but like better. So like, what's the point? That's really not a problem in the Marvel in the MCU. At least it wasn't before they started introducing characters that were extremely strong, like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And now we'll have the Eternals.
Yeah, Eternals is next actually, and
That's
like
the next movie. It
man,
comes out next month, right?
we were the ones that were sitting in that fucking theater with the guy Kevin Feige was like, oh man, this is gonna rewrite the whole fucking MCU
Oh yeah.
from the ground up. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh boy, man, I don't know if that's what
really
we
hope
need.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, maybe because they've done such bad shit to it with like the recent stuff, but I don't think they're gonna rewrite any of that.
No. I mean, it's the same like as DC fans were like people would just like the character or the properties so much that they don't really think about it critically. It's just a strange way to like enjoy stuff. It's like if you like McDonald's, but they come out with like a McShit sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wow, I like everything McDonald's. It's not my favorite, but it was still really, really good. Like, is it? Come on. So yeah, that's how like comic book fans are.
Yeah.
Because really, there's no excuse for Loki. There isn't. There's no like way like that you can think about it critically and still enjoy that. I think because if you really enjoy the character Loki, then I can't see how you would enjoy that show because that show didn't really portray the kind of Loki that you might have come to enjoy,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really focus on Loki as the main character of the show. So really, it's like, what is there for you to enjoy if you're a fan of Loki? Which I'm not like a big fan of Loki. That was not really my favorite character. I guess in the Thor movies this is kind of interesting, but the Thor movies in
We don't
general
like
are
Loki as like Marvel fans. I think
yeah.
that's the reason, but I wouldn't have like when I heard that he got a like they announced that he got his like own TV show. I was like I don't want to see that, and I don't think you should do that. And then they did it, and it's like, yeah, you should have you should have not done
Yeah.
it. um but you know, it is what it is. The Phase 4 is all about using the old heroes as stepping stones to get to your new heroes. So
Is
they
that
can
are you
be.
reading that off of something or?
No, I'm saying that as a thought.
Oh,
Because that's what they you know, they're just like, well, we need Sylvie. She's got to be like a main character in some future thing. So we'll just like, what is she like? Well, she's like Loki, so like we'll just, I don't know, we'll do that. And
yeah,
then,
do more. Yeah,
yeah, and yeah, it's just that's what it feels like, and it's like, okay, fine, you know. And we'll see what Eternals does, I guess. I don't know. I think that it's gonna. I feel like they have a lot of characters to juggle in this movie because there's 10 Eternals.
oh yeah. How long is
And
the
you know, they can
runtime
only
of
give
this
so
movie?
many of them sign language, so they don't actually dedicate like screen time to their backstory.
Yeah. How long is this runtime on this movie?
It's
Two
probably 2
hundred
hours.
million. Wow.
200 million.
What does it say? It doesn't say it on the Wikipedia page.
I don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't announced how much time. So we're back.
Yeah, so the Eternals. What is it? November 5th it comes out? Okay. Well, you know. Might be, give it a chance. I'll still watch it, but, you know, I wasn't impressed by Shang-Chi. I didn't think that was that cool. There were some things that were cool about it, but overall, I just think it wasn't that great. And some parts were actually really bad. And I don't know, maybe it's like you have to top Avengers Endgame with every subsequent release. I think that it's one of those things that's like once you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's like you've shown what you can do. Now you got to do that every time. You know, you got to bring it. And I don't think it was brought. I don't think it was sufficiently brought. So yeah, so they weren't bringing it. The cast seems fine in Eternals, but it just seems like a lot of characters to put in the movie. It seems like too many characters that are going to be like focused on. And like, what kind of villain are they going to fight, right? Because they seem like they're really strong. They seem like they're what is the power level of the Eternals in the Marvel universe? Is it like because there's like Titans, right? Because Thanos was a Titan and he was like really strong without the Infinity Stones. Probably stronger than a human and stronger than a lot of superhumans. So, like, where are the Eternals on that scale? I think they show Galactus, right, in the trailer. So, like, Galactus is not an Eternal, right? Is he like he's like higher than Eternals on the hierarchy of power? Is he stronger than the Eternals? Probably. Or maybe it's like the Eternals all have to be together to be able to defeat Galactus. But I also think that the reveal of Galactus is just going to be. I think Galactus is going to be the Thanos of this new phase. I don't think that they're going to kill him off in one movie because that's. I'm not a comic book guy, but I know a lot of comic book people, and that's one of the characters that gets talked about a lot, specifically in Rise of the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four movie. Everybody's like, oh, Galactus really sucked in that movie because, like, he looked like a cloud. And in this one, he looks like a guy, so I guess he is, like, a guy. Like, in the comic books, he looks like he's, like, a big, like, space guy. And he has, like, a space hat. He's got, like, a helmet. With, like dings on the side. So, but he's like as big as a planet or something, right? So, I don't know what the power level is in the MCU as far as Eternals. If they're really strong, it's like is Captain Marvel is really strong. Is Captain Marvel an Eternal? Are the Eternals stronger than Captain Marvel? Also, Scarlet Witch is really strong, and are the Eternals stronger than her? That's an interesting question. Ultimately, it's like, who's the villain in the Eternals movie? You know, because right now it just looks like they're fighting like a hurricane, and then
Galactus.
Is he gonna? Okay, so I was saying this earlier. I don't think that he's gonna be the villain of the movie. I think Galactus is going to be like the Thanos of this phase.
Yeah. They're just going to set him up.
Yeah. So, and I'm wondering, like, what is the power level of the Eternals? Are they really, really strong, or are they stronger than like Captain Marvel? And if they're not, then is Captain Marvel an Eternal? And do they have to all work together to like defeat Galactus? And is Galactus really strong? Is there something stronger than Galactus out there? I don't know. These are I've just been asking questions since you got up and left. Recently, I've just been asking questions that I don't have the answer to. What?
In the trailers, in regards to the villain, there's like a scene where Angelina Jolie is like with this big like alien guy. Maybe he's the villain.
Oh yeah, he's probably the villain. Yeah, and if he is, that doesn't look interesting. He looks like he's like the henchman of the villain. He doesn't look like he's the villain. Like he's the like if there's a guy on the throne, he's the guy on the staff with the staff that's like talking to the guy on the throne.
Yeah, Galactus is the guy on the throne, and so this guy will be like the meteor.
Oh, okay. Galactus is the throne guy. So this is the stick guy.
Yeah.
It's like they always have a stick, and then they do that bow where they're still holding the stick up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Anyway,
like
that
very
doesn't
old
look
and
that
hunched.
interesting. He looks like, I don't know, the Chernobyl gecko. He's just like a big. Is he green? He's like a green guy. Is he blue? Is he green? What color is that guy? He's like a lizard guy, like a big lizard guy. He's like big in comparison to a lizard, I guess, to like a regular lizard. But he's just like maybe a little bit taller than all the rest of the people.
Yeah, I feel like he'll probably be the villain.
Yeah, you could probably be the villain. And then there's like they're fighting a hurricane, and like a flood, like maybe a sandstorm. I don't know. And now, it's like I want to say I'll wait until I hear the reviews about it, but I don't know if I'd get a straight review. I really can't trust reviews for those type of movies anymore because,
Anything that's done by Disney.
yeah, I don't know who's influencing it. If it's really just individuals that are like paid off to give a good review, or if they're like obsessive fans that like anything that is made that they slap the Marvel name on, or if they genuinely enjoy it. And if it's not good and they genuinely enjoy it, that means that they don't have good taste. So all of those things are possibilities with the Eternals. We started talking about Batman. We started talking about Black Adam, of which we know nothing about. And then we were talking about Batman for a while, and now we're talking about the Eternals, which is not related to those things at all.
Superhero movie.
Yeah, I guess they are superhero movies. That's one degree of separation right there. Anyway, so Eternals comes out on November 5th. I'm probably going to see it. Maybe I'm part of the problem. Maybe I just need to skip it.
Well, it depends
What?
on how long it takes to get on F movies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean in theaters. I think I might skip it in theaters because, like, even thinking about it now, I'm just like, I don't feel like going to the theater to see that.
Yeah, it seems like a big ask.
Yeah. But it's going to be a while before it's on F movies. It's going to be like over a month.
No, I feel like it usually comes out a little faster than that.
Sometimes. I wonder how people are doing it. You think there are people that like work at the movie theaters that are doing it?
I don't know.
Because movie theaters get a USB drive with like the MP4 file on it.
Yeah.
And then they just put it in the thing and press play.
I mean, I've thought of that before, especially because like there's so many movie theaters to get distribution.
Yeah.
You would just need one person to do it successfully.
Right.
So yeah, who knows?
Well, thank you for listening to this stream. We talked about Batman. We did everything that we said we were going to do in the description and more. And that's the kind of quality that you can expect from Gallon of Chicken. It's really...
It's a thick gallon.
It's a thick gallon. Like, we still weigh it out. But it's, it's the bucket that takes up most of the weight in the gallon. The chicken gallon. Then you're buying your chicken by the gallon.
Like it's like when you take a gulp of it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to sip this. This is thick.
Yeah. You have a spoon back there? I need a spoon.
Yeah, you have like a boba straw.
That's it. Goodbye.